On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to Washington. There he goes. Inside the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going as its first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Left side, it's Durham. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry-up.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
2nd down to the air. Out wide right, it's Wilson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Finds a crease. It's Berry. Stopped right there. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
2nd down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Durham. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide, you can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense all over him.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Here's a little room there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now on the move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Here's a give to Washington. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Just feeds the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make...
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Powers through the defender. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. On the move. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing, Williams. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Washington wants to go quickly.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's changing the play. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Leaping grab for a big gain.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Washington. Williams. Buying time to his right. The drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Durham. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Corners are going to bail. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the right. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Red Raiders chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff, Durham running left. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. LSU right back to the line. Here's Durham one more time. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
I know the analytics just tell me to be aggressive and go for it. But in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Using his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Turning it on. Touchdown, Husky. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Durham. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Turns out it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback keeper. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because Defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game. He's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Play action on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Second and long here. The give to Caden Durham. Knocked down immediately.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Left side, it's Durham.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And he missed it. No good. Just couldn't get a little spark of momentum going there with the miss, and they're still down by 23, fellas.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got the first down. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Stop! Enter! Why did he hit? Rush! Hammer! Hey, hammer! Circuit! Spain on the hit!
Gotta make the play on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Throwing right. He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff, Caden Durham. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He'll take a shot. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back.
Got it down the field. Touchdown, Husky. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, that will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To the air, it's Levitt. Left side is Harris. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. In the backfield, it's Durham. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have negative plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games.